And with that in mind, we're so excited you all have joined us this morning. Today, we're excited to announce the Alamo Colleges has been awarded a $1.96 million grant for the Alamo Colleges District Open Educational Resources Consortium through the U.S. Department of Education. San Antonio College will be the lead institution and will work with all 5 institutions within the district. This morning, you will hear from our board chair, Roberto Zarate, our chancellor, Dr. Mike Flores, and our students, as well as Ms. B. Canales, who is the principal investigator of our grant. Thanks again for everyone for being here. Now to kick things off and to tell you more how this grant will impact the district, I would like to welcome our chair, Roberto Zarate, our Alamo Colleges District Chair, to say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is my speech today, so you don't have to wait so long to stay here. One of my duties as board chair is to always introduce any board member that's here. And I am extremely proud of the fact that there is one here, but he's a student trustee. And you'll start smiling, right, Brandon? He's the only student trustee in the state of Texas. And I'm so proud of that. Brandon Aviela. And today's announcement, I think, is indicative of how we are oriented on the board, and that is to be student success oriented. And I'm so proud of the fact that we're at this point. I want to kind of recoup a little bit about OER. We started listening to this, oh, by the way, it was just 1 decade and a little half ago and that I heard about this. The board has always been interested in making sure that we reduce the cost of textbooks for the students, always. And we heard about OER. We had no idea what it was. But in one of our visits to Washington or wherever they had the congresses for ACCT, we heard about it, came back, and since then, it's become a major objective for the board. And we've looked at funding, we've tried as much as we could to reduce everything, and now we're at a very great place. But and the reason we are is because every year our chancellor gets a charge, and it's a recurring charge, meaning you need to do something about OER and reducing the cost to students. And luckily, grants like this is going to help in that, but we are far down the road, though. I also remember back then that when we first announced that this would be a priority for the board, that one of the professors at Palo Alto, and Dr. Flores, you were president at that time, became very interested in it and took the lead in trying to see or define where we needed to go with this. Her name was Veronica Rosas Tatum. And so she started this whole drive supporting this particular initiative. And I will tell you that right now, no one in the state of Texas or basically the country has this kind of posture in terms of making sure students have books, that we've reduced the cost of those, and that our staff and faculty have access to OER resources. So, great morning, even though it's cold, and it's great to have this announcement made, and thank God the Dallas Cowboys won last night.
Thank you so very much. And now I would like to introduce all of you to a champion for the success of our students in our district. A man of a few words, but he knows exactly what to say, what to do, and when to do it to ensure we continue to impact the success of all who enter through our doors. Our Chancellor, Dr. Mike Flores.
So it was a great Sunday, right? Go Cowboys, and now it's the start of a great week. So just want to thank Chairman Zarate, and I think we all know that work takes a lot of time, and it takes a collective vision, and so we're fortunate that the board for several years has said that this is a priority for the Alamo colleges. So Good morning, buenos dias. Just want to thank you all for being here and also for tuning in. And I want to give some thanks before I go into a little bit of detail. So I want to thank Academic Success and Dr. Rayleigh and his team. So Dr. Rayleigh, if you can stand, Academic Success, if you all could stand, yeah. I want to thank our faculty who have worked on this, faculty and staff. I'm going to ask each of you if you all can stand. You're here this morning, so many here with us who have worked on this. Chairman Zarate mentioned Veronica Rosas-Tatum, many faculty at Palo Alto College and throughout the Alamo colleges who have worked on it. And this was a collaborative team effort. The foundation actually has grant writers, and they assigned Gaston Cantu to be the lead writer with the college grant writers. So we'll celebrate Gaston. And so we're going to ask Bart to stand to represent the foundation as executive director. So this is a very celebratory day as we announce that we're going to use this $2 million. So imagine, we call it universal access in the charge for the Alamo colleges, because that's the key, right? To be able to provide high quality, low cost through Alamo Books, or no cost utilizing this effort, high quality, low, no cost instructional materials. So imagine $2 million that are going to be used to create open educational resources for five introductory courses in our core. So we're going to use this to really impact the highest number of students, and those are students that are enrolling in introductory courses in government, history, English, psychology, and math. So those 5 targeted courses actually account for a majority of courses that students take at San Antonio College, St. Philip's, Northwest Vista, Palo Alto, and Northeast Lakeview. Beginning in January, we're already in December, so beginning in January 2024, the OER consortium made up of all 5 of the colleges will begin to develop these instructional materials for these high enrollment courses that are part of the core. And I think what is particularly important is this also creates what we call internally in Alamo this flywheel effect, right? So this picks up and supports Alamo Books Plus, which was launched in 2021 to ensure that students can continue to receive those instructional materials. We have, with the vision and support of the board, we have maintained high quality, low, no cost tuition. And before Alamo Books Plus, we still have the challenge of instructional materials. But with Alamo Books Plus in 21, now with this announcement today, we are able to make more progress beginning in January of 2024. And most importantly, we are estimating that this will directly impact 10,000 students beginning next January. How about that? 10,000 students. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. This is an exciting announcement as we close out the fall semester, begin work in earnest in January 2024. Felicidades. Congratulations, you all.
Thank you kindly, sir. And now, without further ado, I would like to welcome Ms. Beatriz Canales, our principal investigator for the Open Educational Resources Grant. Beatriz.
Alison Orozco, a former SAC 2022 graduate, once wrote, I'm the author of the first post you will see titled Of Colors. This OER consists in translating a classical lullaby into Spanish titled De Colores into English in order to share the meaning of the song and hopefully some cultural aspects. This student received experiential credit as an author of a bilingual open educational resource that she created with a SAC instructor. This collaboration exists existed when a faculty member supported the open educational and teaching practice of empowering students to create and license resources to benefit other students. As an open education advocate, I encourage faculty involvement in the practice of publishing materials that are in alignment with their classroom discipline and to tailor it to the student population they teach. Through this grant, faculty will be able to receive compensation in creating open textbooks into a repository for OER curriculum. The passion that I feel for the creation of openly licensed educational materials by faculty and students extend beyond our campus and district borders, because I have seen the work of previous faculty OER champions. And I am grateful to see Alamo Colleges continuing to lead the work of open education in a global community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Canales. And now we will hear from one of our student leads, Mr. Michael Valdez.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me here today. As a student, I know that textbooks can be costly, and I'm glad that the district recognizes Alamo Books Plus and open textbooks as solutions for helping students. Before Alamo Books Plus, I know many of my peers who didn't get textbooks simply because they couldn't afford them. Open textbooks, sorry. It was a reality that, for a lot of students. Open textbooks, can I get I have my paper. All right. As a student, I know that textbooks can be costly, and I'm glad that the district recognizes Alamo Books Plus and open textbooks as solutions for helping students. It is often that my peers did not get textbooks simply because they couldn't afford them. Before Alamo Books Plus, I knew many of my peers who didn't get textbooks just because they couldn't afford them, and it was a reality for a lot of students. Since my time as a student, I have taken open education resource courses simply because I like to keep my books. This allows me to continue learning after the course is completed. Alamo Books Plus and open textbooks helps our students have one less thing to worry about. Money that students would use for textbooks can go to fulfill other needs, such as purchasing a laptop, maintaining a car, or going to the doctor. This opens up many possibilities for students in terms of expenses. Most importantly, it guarantees that every student has what they need to be successful in the classroom. On behalf of our students, thank you to the district for putting students first.
Mr. Valdez, thank you for your words. At this time, I'd like to welcome all the speakers and thank them. And also, I'd like to welcome the presidents of the colleges to please come forth and acknowledge in a very ceremonious way this important milestone for our district. Please come forth. Our trustees, our speakers.
George. Let's move over to one side so we don't have.
This way.
Oh, this way.
kindly for coming in this